There's something most people realize too late. Your salary was designed to keep you functional, not free. Most people never become wealthy, even after working hard their entire lives. You can earn 6 figures a year and still live paycheck to paycheck. That doesn't mean you're irresponsible. It means the game was built a certain way. The system rewards ownership, not effort. Look at any Forbes list. You won't find the people who work the most overtime. You'll find founders, investors, shareholders, owners, people who control assets that generate money even when they're not working. Jeff Bezos didn't become a billionaire because Amazon paid a high salary. He became a billionaire because he owned Amazon. That's the shift. Income is what you earn in exchange for time. Wealth is what continues working when you stop. If you depend entirely on your next paycheck to cover your next bills, you're not building financial freedom. You're trading time for survival. The shift begins when you realize that increasing income doesn't fix the core problem. As long as your money depends entirely on your time, you are vulnerable. Real progress begins when part of what you earn starts working independently, when a percentage becomes investment, when a skill becomes scalable. That's when the game stops being survival and starts becoming construction. Until you own something that works for you, you will always be working for something else. And that's where change begins. The first step to never being broke again is not earning more. It's building something that doesn't depend entirely on your next paycheck. Most people don't fail because of lack of discipline. They fail because of too many decisions. Every month you promise to save more, spend less. Every week a new choice appears. And relying on willpower every day is exhausting. That's why systems win. Financially successful people don't make better decisions every day. They made one good decision once and automated it. They created structure. One of the most practical structures is dividing your income into 4 clear categories. 20% goes to growth, investments, skill development, anything that increases your earning power long term. 10% goes to protection, emergency fund, real security, not the illusion of it. 60% covers your cost of living, housing, food, transportation, essential bills, without inflating your lifestyle just because your income increased. The final 10% is for living, experiences, leisure, enjoyment without guilt. This works at $2,000 a month. It works at $10,000. The numbers scale. The structure stays. Most people do the opposite. Spend first. Try to save what's left. Invest when possible. Almost nothing is left. When you reverse the order, invest first, protect second, live on the rest, the game changes. It's not restriction, it's priority. Wealth is not built by how hard you work. It's built by what happens after the money hits your account. That 20% for growth is what changes your future. It's the difference between working until 70 out of necessity or having options at 50. There's a simple rule behind all of this. Pay yourself first, not as motivation, as a system. If you wait until the end of the month to invest what's left, nothing will be left. Expenses expand to consume whatever is available. The only way to break that pattern is to remove the money before it can be spent. The day your income hits your account, the transfer to investments must happen automatically. Investment becomes default, not emotional. Here's a truth most people underestimate. Time beats amount. Someone who invests $500 a month starting at 25 and stops at 35, letting it compound until 65, can end up with more wealth than someone who starts at 35 and invests $500 every month until 65. That's compound interest. Starting early with smaller amounts is more powerful than waiting for the perfect moment to invest large ones. Now, where should that 20% go? Not into chasing the perfect stock, not trying to time the market. It goes into building a diversified foundation, broad index funds, market ETFs, government bonds for stability. The goal is simple: protect capital while growing above inflation. Later, as knowledge increases, you can add higher growth assets, but foundation first, always. When you're starting, preserving capital is just as important as growing it. Broad market exposure through index funds and ETFs is where most people should allocate the majority of their growth portion. You're not betting on one company, you're buying the market. Historically, the S&P 500 has averaged close to 10% annually over the long term. The goal isn't to beat the market, it's to participate consistently. But there's something even more powerful. The highest return on investment is often personal. High income skills can accelerate your path faster than traditional assets. Copywriting, sales, programming, video editing, digital marketing, and any skill with real demand. If you invest $2,000 in a skill that increases your income by $20,000 a year, that's a massive return in year one. Few financial assets can match that. Then you can add real estate exposure through REITs. You participate in property portfolios without managing physical buildings. You receive dividends, potential appreciation, liquidity. When it comes to individual stocks, this isn't speculation. It's ownership in solid companies you understand and believe will remain relevant 10 or 20 years from now. Consistency beats excitement. Time in the market beats timing the market. For those with a strong financial base and higher risk tolerance, scalable digital businesses can accelerate growth. Digital products, online services, content creation, systems not tied directly to hours worked, but that comes after the foundation. Stability first, acceleration second. Alternative assets exist too. Bitcoin, gold, collectibles, higher volatility, more knowledge required. Simple rule: never invest in what you don't understand. If you can't clearly explain why it has value, you're not investing, you're speculating. Even the best strategy fails without execution. Execution doesn't require intelligence. It requires removing friction. Automation is more powerful than motivation. Set automatic transfers the same day your income hits, not when you remember, not when you feel inspired, automatically. But transferring money is not the same as investing. Leaving it idle wastes potential. The transfer must trigger purchases of the assets in your plan. Income enters, money moves, assets are bought, no emotional interference. Now, let's talk about acceleration. Financially successful people don't obsess over saving 2%. They focus on increasing income 20%, 50%, even 100% over time. Develop higher value skills, negotiate better, create additional income streams, increase earning capacity. A disciplined system applied to $4,000 per month is good. Applied to $8,000 per month, it transforms your trajectory. Most people think they have a money problem. They actually have a stability problem. One car repair becomes credit card debt. One medical bill erases months of progress. They're one emergency away from collapse. That's what the first 10% is for. An emergency fund is not optional. It prevents a setback from destroying everything. It's not for aggressive growth, it's protection. If markets drop 30% and you need $3,000, you won't be forced to sell investments at a loss. You use your reserve. That's stability. Calculate it simply. Add your essential monthly expenses: rent or mortgage, utilities, food, transportation, minimum debt payments. Multiply by 5 or 6. If essentials are $2,500 per month, your target reserve is $12,500 to $15,000. Keep it liquid. Low volatility, moderate yield. High yield savings accounts currently offering around 4% to 5% annually are solid options. Money market funds can work too. The point is accessibility without risk. Building it takes time. Automate small transfers. $100 or $200 per month compounds. If you use part of it, rebuild immediately. Treat it like a personal tax. Paid to yourself, it won't make you rich, but it will prevent you from returning to zero when life happens. And life always happens. Now we address lifestyle inflation. You get a raise, you upgrade your apartment, finance a better car because you deserve it. Income rises, expenses rise, stress stays. That's lifestyle inflation, one of the quietest destroyers of wealth. Looking rich and being rich are opposites. One is appearance, the other is options. Driving a financed BMW with only a few $100s in savings is not winning. It's maintaining an image. An image is expensive. This is where the 60% rule creates clarity. Housing, food, transportation, utilities, insurance. The rest is choice. Many needs are disguised as wants. Living below your means is not deprivation, it's strategy. If you earn $5,000 per month, your essential cap is $3,000. If rent is $1,800 and your car payment is $500, you've already committed 77% of your essential budget before food or utilities. That leaves no room to build wealth. High fixed costs are difficult to reverse. $400 per month for 10 years is $48,000. Invest that same $400 at 8% annually for 10 years, and you approach $70,000. That's not choosing between a nicer car and a simpler one. That's choosing between status now and freedom later. Systems beat willpower. Create rules. Wait 48 hours before non-essential purchases above $100. Use cash for discretionary spending. Set criteria. I only buy this if I still want it in 30 days, and it replaces something I already own. This isn't about living like you're poor, it's about understanding that every impulsive dollar is a dollar not working for you. But over-restriction is also a mistake. Extreme discipline leads to burnout. That's why the final 10% exists. It's not a reward, it's part of the system. A separate fund, a fixed percentage. As income grows, so does your leisure budget. Use it guilt-free. Experiences create memories. Objects create maintenance. Buying something gives short dopamine. A trip can last in memory for years. When enjoyment is intentional, impulse spending decreases, and the system keeps running. Growth multiplies. Skills increase income. Assets appreciate. Emergencies become inconveniences, not disasters. You stop living in reaction, you live in structure. True wealth doesn't announce itself. It doesn't rely on financed cars or status symbols. Wealth is choice. The ability to say no, the ability to take calculated risks, the ability to work because you want to, not because you must. This structure doesn't create change overnight. It creates probability. If you apply it consistently, staying broke becomes less and less likely. If this was valuable to you, leave a like. And if you want to keep learning strategies that compound over time, subscribe for the next videos. Thanks for watching.